How do you protect your child from the person who's supposed to love her most? That's what hit me that morning when Lily ran into the kitchen, crying, barely able to breathe. Her tiny hands clutched at her head, holding strands of hair that shouldn't have come loose. "Daddy," she sobbed, "my hair keeps coming out." At first, I thought maybe it was glue, maybe gum, something stupid and harmless. Then, she turned around. The back of her scalp was nearly bald, patches of smooth, angry skin showing through thin clumps of hair. I reached out and touched her head gently. The hair came off in my palm, soft and wet. My body froze. My mind went silent. No panic, no shouting, just a hollow stillness, the kind that makes your heartbeat feel wrong. I lifted her up, wrapped her in a blanket, and drove to the hospital without a word. My hands were steady on the wheel, but everything inside me was breaking. The doctor came in after what felt like a lifetime. He held a clipboard, but his eyes never met mine. He cleared his throat once and said, "The cause of your daughter's hair loss is thallium poisoning." The world stopped moving. That word, poisoning, hit like a gunshot. Not illness, not infection, not some accident. Someone did this on purpose. "Poison?" I asked. He nodded. "A heavy metal, outlawed for decades. It's not something you just find. Someone gave it to her." I didn't even hear the rest. The only thought that mattered was, who? She'd only been away one night that week, at her grandmother's. Megan, my wife, had insisted. "Girls' night," she'd said. "It'll be good for all of us." That phrase dug into me like a splinter. When we came home, Megan's performance began. She hugged Lily too tight, too long. Her eyes looked wet, but her voice was perfectly measured. "What happened to her?" I told her the doctor said it was poisoning. She gasped, covered her mouth. "By who?" Not how, not why, just who. That told me everything I needed to know. That night, while they slept, I started searching. Our cleaning supplies were spotless, the cabinet too organized. Our browser history was erased, but the router still remembered. Can thallium be detected in kids? Symptoms of mild thallium poisoning. How to kill without pain. The date? 1 week before the sleepover. I took screenshots, backed them up, sent copies to my work account. Then I checked Lily's toothbrush. The bristles smelled faintly chemical, sharp. I sealed it in a bag and drove to a private lab first thing in the morning. For 4 long days, I pretended to live a normal life. Dinner, small talk, a goodnight kiss. But every time Megan poured tea, I watched the way her hand trembled just enough to notice. And every time she smiled, I could see calculation behind it, like she was measuring my suspicion. The lab called on the 4th day. "Trace thallium on the toothbrush and handle," the technician said quietly. "Only one adult's DNA. Megan's." That night, we sat at the kitchen table in silence. The air between us felt thick, heavy, like the world was holding its breath. I slid the envelope across the table. She didn't touch it, didn't blink. Her eyes flicked up once, meeting mine calm, resigned. "I didn't mean to hurt her," she whispered. "I just wanted her sick enough to need me." My chest went cold. It wasn't hate, it was control, the ugliest kind of love. I reached into my jacket and pulled out a second envelope. Screenshots, search logs, lab reports, everything. "This," I said, "is everything." She flipped through the pages, fingers shaking. "Are you going to the police?" "No," I said. She let out a breath, relief flashing for half a second. "I sent it to your job, to HR, to your mother, to everyone who ever thought you were good." Her mouth opened, but no sound came. "You'll never see daylight again," I told her. She stood up fast, panic breaking through her face. "You can't do this." "I already did." She reached for me, but I stepped back. No yelling, no rage, just quiet finality. Then I took Lily's backpack, walked out the door, and never looked back. Now she sleeps beside me every night. Her scalp is still tender, but her laughter is coming back. She hasn't asked for her mother since the third day. Kids know. They always know. People ask how I stay calm, how I move on. Because the part of me that could still be hurt died the night she confessed. She didn't just poison my daughter, she poisoned the illusion. And once that illusion burned away, I finally saw the truth. We never needed her love. We just needed her gone. Now we're free. And her hands will never touch my child again.